Hey guys, welcome back to Pokemon Leaf Green. We left off our story right at Lavender Town because we just got out of Rock Tunnel, and boy, was that fun. But before we begin, I actually wanted to kind of show you something that I think is kind of amusing. Do you remember that aerial ace TN that we found? Well, I was gonna give it to Adler, but somehow Diglett can learn it. I mean, I'm not gonna give it to Diglett, but I just found that funny that a ground type can learn a flying type move. So, Diglett lovers, if you want to give them the power to fly, go ahead. But we're gonna go ahead and give Adler this awesome flying move because really, it's a lot better than Peck. He needs an upgrade. Um, it can't be evaded. It's really nice, so it's a lot better than 35 power. So let's go ahead and get rid of Peck. Even though you have a giant beak, I would rather you be able to use your wings. So let's go ahead and give you Aerial Ace. Okay. Now, if you're a fan of Fearow, you're probably going to love this episode. Because there's going to be a lot of Fearow battles. There isn't very much to do in Lavender Town, so we're just going to kind of keep going. We'll come back eventually, but there's just not much to do there at the moment. So for now, we're going to go on this route, have some battles, and hopefully get to the next town, Celadon City, where a lot of really cool things can happen. Okay. Now, I just want to say, well, I just want to say that I love making these videos for you guys. I've been bouncing back and forth between games. I've been playing Pokemon Leaf Green, of course, and playing 7 Days to Die with Alpha, which is an awesome. If you love zombies, it's an awesome survival zombie game. It's really, really addictive. And I even played some Overwatch for the first time recently. Um, just been doing a lot of games lately and trying to focus on this one, but still. Okay. See how Aerial Ace is awesome? It never misses, does good damage. And just makes Adler even better. Now, those are gamblers. They give you a lot of money, so if you're strapped for cash, I would recommend battling them. Just like the gentleman trainers that we've encountered, the gamblers can give you good money too. Now, I'm trying not to really, there we go, have any Pokemon wild encounters. I'll go over this area in a future video, probably another capture video. Let's see. We can't go that way yet, because that's the way to Saffron City, another town that we need to go to. Eventually. Now, the town we're about to go to is arguably the biggest town in the whole game, or at least in the whole Kanto region. Saffron City's big too, but Celadon is huge. So I'm gonna just make it brief and kind of go to just a couple places and move on, and I'll have a tour guide episode for Celadon. Probably the whole episode will be Celadon City. Okay, here we are. Celadon City. Now, one thing I've been neglecting to show, let's see, is the town map. Now, this down here is Pallet Town, where we started, and this is Viridian, and this is Pewter. So we've been going up this way, then we go all the way over here to Mount Moon all the way to Cerulean City, and from Cerulean, we went down to the underground path to Vermilion, and then we went through Rock Tunnel here to get to Lavender. Now we're in Celadon City. Now, we'll be able to get to this area sooner or later, just not right now. And these other areas, we'll be able to get to eventually as well. But I just wanted to kind of show that to you, so that you don't lose track of where we are. Let's see. We see some Team Rocket people here. They don't want us around, but I don't care. First place we're going to go to, actually, is the Celadon Mart. Now, the Pokemart here isn't exactly the same as it is in the other games. It is big. It is huge. And if I can find it... In fact, that was probably it. Hang on. What is this? This is... Yep, department store. Now, this place has a lot of stuff. Trainers Market, 2nd floor. 3rd floor, TV game shop. 4th floor, Wise Man Gifts. 5th floor, drugstore. Rooftop, vending machines. Okay, now, the vending machines is actually where I want to go. There's a neato little trick I want to show you, everybody. Do you remember when I went to Vermilion City, and before we went to the SSN, I got those super potions? And I said there's a neat little trick you can do instead? Well, this is it. If you buy these, they can actually restore your Pokemon's hit points. Fresh water, I think, restores 50 hit points. Soda Pop, I think 60, and Lemonade 70. But their cost is so low that you can just keep buying more and more lemonades, soda pops, whatever you want, and save a lot of money. I mean, it is a lot of money. But there's another reason why we're up here. We're gonna talk to this little girl here, and she's thirsty and she wants something to drink. So you give her something to drink from the vending machine right next to you. She will give you TMs. Now, she'll only give you one for each drink that you give her. Now, in the old games, in the original Red, Blue, and Yellow, these TMs were really good. But I think they kind of gave you some okay ones in this version. I mean, you used to be able to get Ice Beam, Rock Slide, and Tri Attack here, but now you get the like Light Screen and Safeguard and Reflect. I don't know if I don't know how I feel about those. I don't really like them too much. I don't use them very often. I mean, for those defense players that like to really take care of their Pokemon during combat, you know, be able to have take half damage from physical or special attacks. I mean, it's probably good for competitive play, but I don't play competitively, so it's just not my thing. Let's see. Drugstore. Eh. No. Go down. This was TV Game Shop. And this is items for trainers. Okay, if I remember right, there's a whole bunch of TMs here. Thankfully, on the left side, it actually tells you what they are. But in the original games, you had to actually know what these were before you bought them. But you can get Secret Power, Attract, Brick Break, which is all these moves are awesome. I mean, Hyper Beam. It's a really powerful normal type move. It costs a lot of money, but we're good on moves for now. And over here's like all the potions. See, super potions were 700. Lemonades are 350 and they heal more. So if you really want to save money, you can just go ahead and go get like the fresh waters and all that stuff. I mean, I didn't even know about that until my stepbrother pointed it out to me as a kid. Hey, you can get these drinks for like half the price that heal like twice as much. So really nice. Okay. Now there's a game corner here. It says Rocket Game Corner. So I'm going to assume that's Team Rocket. Now we already know they are bad people, so they're probably just trying to take people's money. Okay. Team Rocket's everywhere. Oh, that's child abuse. Get this man arrested. Go away. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and cut this tree. Now, I'm coming to a point where I've fallen in love with Graveler so much that I'm not likely gonna switch her out for something else. So, I mean, I know I was going back and forth about it, you know. Am I gonna switch out Graveler for somebody else, or am I going to just keep her? But she's done so well, I'm gonna keep her. Okay, now we're at the Celadon gym. Now this gym is entirely grass Pokemon, so the best Pokemon here are Flying, Fire, Flying and Fire. And if you have any Ice type moves, those are good too. Poison can also be good here, but a lot of grass types are actually part poison, so eh. But that's why I have Adler in the front, actually. So we're just going to go ahead and take on the gym. I'm going to fight every trainer here and level up Adler as much as I can. So we're going to have a whole bunch of gym battles here. Bellsprout. 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 Bellsprout, I'm sorry. You've been aced. Weepin' Bell, okay. I always felt bad for Weepin' Bell. Has a name that makes me sad, but I like the way it looks. That's a lot of experience. Wow. I'm not too rough. Come on now. It's a Pokemon battle, not a play date. See, she knows what she's talking about. She's getting bored. She's all excited now. Oh, beauties. They give you a lot of money. Because they like to spend it on, you know, stuff. My goal for this gym is to get Adler to level 30. Let's see if we can do that, because this is going to be a lot of that, like a lot of experience for Adler. Okay, it's going to be a lot of Oddishes, a lot of Bellsprouts, maybe a Tangela or two. Unfortunately, in the first generation, it was kind of limited on the grass Pokemon choice. I mean, it was either Bulbasaur, Bellsprout, Oddish, technically Paris, Tangela. Probably forgetting one or two, but that's about it for Gen 1. For the first 151 Pokemon. My makeup! Okay. Now, for these. Okay. Grass type aren't always easy to raise, but they are really nice. If I were a gym trainer, if I were to have my own Pokemon gym, I would have a grass gym. I mean, I pick Bulbasaur every time, so that's just how I feel about it. But I've been getting people asking me, "Hey Pixie, you've mentioned before that you're trying to use Pokemon that you don't normally use. So what would your ideal team, like your normal team, be? Well, really, okay. Like I said, I always pick Bulbasaur first, right? Well, usually my flying type isn't Pidgey or Spearow. It's a different one. I just kind of stick with one of them until I get the one I want in the end. And that one's Aerodactyl. So it's Bulbasaur, Aerodactyl. Usually Krabby's my water type instead of Gyarados. Let's see. That's three. So with those I also have a Jolteon. That's my favorite electric type. Let's see. My favorite ground type is Rhydon. Rhydon's really cool, although you don't really get him until late. Let's see, that's 5, I think. And I usually have a Haunter. I love Haunter. Haunter is amazing. So that is 6, right? Yeah. Haunter, Bulbasaur, Krabby. Yeah. Okay. That's usually my favorite 6. So from what I'm doing in this playthrough, it's really different than what I normally do. Like in my own time. Like I don't play for to you know, be the best, like competitor or whatever. I play because those are my favorite Pokemon. And I'm actually getting really attached to Jigglypuff and Gyarados. I'm surprised at how well Kelper's doing so far. Graveler, I'm amazed by Graveler. Oh my god, I've never had a Graveler this long. She's been so useful. Okay. Weeping Bell, I'm sad for you. Gloom. Okay. I think I've mentioned this before, way back in Celadon City, but if I had to choose between having a Bellsprout or an Oddish, I like the Oddish line. You know, Oddish, Gloom, Vileplume. They're really cool Pokemon. Really, well designed. I mean, the, Bellsprout, Weeping Bell, Victory Bell line is pretty cool too, but, eh. Man, I am just kicking butt here. I'm sorry if Aerial Ace is kind of boring, but it's a fantastic move. I mean, I'm already level 29 with Adler, and I have 3 more trainers to go. That's amazing. Right, bug types are good against grass too. I mean, that makes sense. But usually, like I said, grass types are part poison, and poison's super effective against bugs, so I wouldn't recommend bringing any bugs here. I mean, Butterfree, Beedrill, Paris, all those guys, I don't think they would do very well here. I mean, one thing you could probably do is get an Oddish and level it up until it evolved into a Gloom, and then have it learn Acid, which is a poison type attack. And grass types don't like poison, but like I said, a lot of grasses are part poison, so that wouldn't be super effective, unfortunately. This is why I like grass types so much. They only have like 3 weaknesses. Oh, okay. They have ice, they have fire, they have flying, and they have bug. Okay, so 4 weaknesses, and poison. 5 weaknesses. Of course! Execute! I love Execute. Sorry I scrambled you, but... Maybe I can get my own execute later. Make up for it. And finally we have Erica. Adler, how you doing, buddy? You hadn't even gotten hit this whole time. I'm the leader of Celadon Gym, the student of the art of flower arranging. Pokemon are solely of the grass type. Oh, I'm sorry, I had no idea you wished to challenge me. Very well, but I shall not lose. Ho 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 ho! Make it sound like you're gonna win. Victory Bell! See, look how cool it is! It's basically like a Venus flytrap. But, Vileplume is like this giant flower. So I always like that one more. Let's see. That hyper potion won't save you. Haha. Eat this, Victory Bell. Tangela. Now, I was so disappointed with Tangela. I mean, Tangela is an underrated grass type. I mean, it didn't even get an evolution until, I think, this 4th generation. Tangrowth, which it took forever I guess, for that to be developed, but I've never had the opportunity to raise a Tangela before. So I can't tell you how good it is, but Vileplume, however, is super amazing. You stunned me! I am shocked. Okay, well, you know what? I come prepared. With 1 paralyzed heal. The reason why Adler's doing so well is because Fearos are fast. They have high speed and high attack, but low defense, so... Yeah, 73 speed. Yeah, 60, yeah. Speed is off the charts. And Erica is beaten. I concede defeat. You are remarkably strong. I must confer on you the rainbow badge. We got 2,900 money for winning. Make Pokemon up to level 50 obey. Awesome. I have never actually had any issues with Pokemon disobeying. With any Pokemon disobeying me. Now, Giga Drain is pretty cool. We're gonna take a look at that later. With that done, though, we're gonna look around town a little bit. There's, like I said, there's a lot that you can do in this town, but most of it is not story, like, oriented, so I'm kind of just gonna skip that for now and move on. I'll show it off in a later episode. There's a whole bunch of houses here. Oh my god. Let's see what happens if we go out over here. I mean, well, that guy, he has a lake, or not a lake, but like a body of water in front of his house. No door on his house. What's he doing just standing there? He's stuck there. I feel bad for him now. Okay, so if we go out this way, we see a little tree we can cut there. But we also see a giant sleeping Pokemon. Now, for us to be able to continue, we have to be able to wake that guy up. And if you haven't guessed it yet, that's a Snorlax. There are 2 of them in the game. And which means there's only 2 opportunities to catch one. So, when we do encounter it, we're going to do it very carefully. Now, this place is kind of hidden, sort of, but you get a really nice reward for it. You get HMO2, a useful HM called Fly. It's very convenient. You can use it to fly to any destination you've already been to, like in an instant. And we're going to go ahead, because it's a flying move, we're going to go ahead and give it to Adler. Now, I know I said before that I don't give HMs to Pokemon like I want to use all the time, but that's really only for Cut and Flash. Fly is actually useful in battle. It's pretty strong. It's a 2-turn move. It's even stronger than Aerial Ace. But, like I said, it's useful in so many ways. Get rid of Leer. Why not? Boink! We can fly, even though you're a bird with huge wings. Now you know how to fly. And to demonstrate, all the places with the wing icon are places you can fly to. You can only fly to towns. You can't fly to like Diglett's Cave or Viridian Forest or Mount Moon or Rock Tunnel. It only goes to towns. Now we're gonna go all the way back to Lavender Town and see what's up. Now I hope you guys don't mind the music here. I think it's kind of a catchy tune, but I've heard some people don't like it, so I'm sorry. This town is basically dark and gloomy and depressing because it's Pokemon Tower, where all the Pokemon who have passed away gather, and people pay respects. Okay, walking away. For the record, I do sort of believe in ghosts and spirits and stuff. I mean, they do exist. Name Raider. Okay, this dude can, you select one of your Pokemon, like Cream Puff. That's a decent nickname. Now, he says he wants to give it a nicer name. Let's see what happens if he does it. Basically, you can rename your Pokemon. Like if you named it something, it looks no different from before, and yet this is vastly superior. It's the same name. Okay. Yeah, if you named your Pokemon something but want to rename it again, you can just go to this guy's house. And he can do that for you. Those horrible rockets, they deserve no mercy. Now, we've heard that quite a few times. Uh-oh, Cubone's mother? Apparently, Cubone's mother died. Well, this is the place to go, I guess. Yep, she was killed. That's sad. Okay, there's one place we didn't go to. Volunteer Pokemon House. Ooh, lots of people here. Mr. Fuji. Sounds like a really nice guy. I like how you're the only one who's like cheery and happy. Good job. Okay, folks. We're nearing the end of the episode here. Just want to thank you guys so very much for watching. Please like or subscribe or comment or even share. It really helps me out. I appreciate all of you. I just want to ask you guys one more question before we go. Now, which Pokemon would you like to see? Jolteon, Flareon, or Vaporeon? Go ahead and comment below or let me know. And in a future episode, I will reveal the most popular choice. It is all up to you guys. Like I said, guys, thank you so very much for watching. I appreciate all of you. And have a good day. Bye, guys.